Hi, welcome back to the Blind LP of Eagle Eye Mysteries in London. We are now back with another case, and the title is Case of the Wax Whodunit. So probably it'll be held at Madame Tussauds. Maybe. Jake, can you and Stakazi come around to Scotland Yard? They've nabbed a spy, but he's left a bit of a mystery behind. Excuse me? They nabbed a spy, but he left a bit of mystery? A spy? Is he from Russia, M? And did he steal some secrets, like in those old James Bond movies? Jake, never mind. He's not from Russia. He's from a computer company. And he stole a secret from another... oh my goodness, I'm stumbling. And he stole a secret from another computer company here in London. Scotland Yard caught him, but they couldn't find the secret. That's the mystery. Alright. Sounds like maybe we can help. We'll be right there.
Let's go!
Let's go, Stakazi. Sorry, I was looking at my phone. Okay. I thought it vibrated, but I guess not. Alright, we'll go there. Okay, hang on. I need to close the window because there are people talking beneath the window. Alright, I'm back with with Jake here. Alright. Aunt Miranda's talking to Inspector Gage. This must be a really important case. Aunt Miranda, I saw this video that the tele crews took off the spy's arrest. It was quite dramatic. When they hauled him out of the museum into the panda car, he shouted, "Off with her head! Off with her head!" He shouted it right to the cameras. Sounded like a loony. That's a hint. We caught the spy, but he didn't have the stolen microfilm with him. He must have hidden it somewhere and we don't know where. We also know he had an accomplice, but we didn't catch her. We're very worried that she will get her hands on the microfilm and send it out of the country. Do you have any idea where the spy left the microfilm, Inspector? When we tried to grab him, he ran into Madame Tussauds' wax museum. I'm pretty sure he hid the microfilm in there, but we'll never find it if we don't know where to look. Can we question the spy? Maybe we can get him to tell us where he hid the microfilm. That'll be cool. I'd like to see the spy. No. Oh, thanks. No, we're holding the spy in communicado. I don't know. That means he can't talk to anybody. He might give his partner a clue that would lead her to the microfilm. He hasn't said anything except off with her hate. So he probably hid it, I don't know, somewhere where you can, maybe a statue where you can take off the head, I guess. But you can go to the wax museum if you like. It's guarded by the police. Just don't touch anything and sing out if you see an itty-bitty piece of film with mathematical formulas on it. Why? Alright. Let's go to Madame Tussauds. Hello, children. I must warn you to stay, what's all this? Something's happening in the back room. Lively now. Let's investigate. Alright. Stakazi, that room is where they prepare exhibits for the wax museum. It's not that creepy room, is it? I hope not. It is. Oh my god, And it looks like someone has broken in. Which part? Which part? It looks about the same except for the extra head. I guess. Extra hates. He must have been the other spy. She was trying to steal these wax dummy hates. She must think the microfilm is in one of them. She couldn't have gotten far. I'll dash back and alert our patrol cars to give chase. See if you two can figure out which hate the microfilm is in. Oh, I can only press on this one? Fine. There are 4 hates being prepared by the staff of the Wax Museum for upcoming exhibits. Hey, Stakaze, the wax is still warm. I bet that earlier today the wax was real soft. The spy could have pushed... Okay, something is blocking my way. Give me a moment. A message just popped up. Alright, here we go. Alright, yep. Okay, the spy could have pushed the microfilm inside and quickly smoothed over the hole. I bet he hid the stolen secret in one of these hates. Alright. When he yelled off with a hate, he must have been trying to tell his partner about the wax hates. Maybe it's a clue about which one. We don't want to melt them all down if we can help it. It takes the artists days to create one. Let's look at the hates one by one. Someone's marked these according to which display they belong to. These first 3 are marked famous faces from fiction, and the last one is marked Henry VIII. This one is tagged Lewis Carroll. He's the guy who wrote Alice in Wonderland. We could find out about him at the British Library, alright. The next head is labelled The Woman Who Outsmarted Sherlock Holmes. Irene Adler. I wonder who she is. Maybe we can find out about her at the Sherlock Holmes pub. Alright. The tag says Pink Floyd. Wasn't he some kind of musician? I think Jennifer has one of his albums. We should go back to the garret and ask her about this. Alright. This one's labelled Jane Seymour. Our guidebook says she was one of the 6 wives of Henry VIII. I remember he had some of his wives beheaded at the Tower of London. Oh my god. I wonder if she was one of them. Off with her head. Maybe. So we have a few places to go. The furthest. We'll go to Jennifer first. Alright, Jennifer. Oh man, if you think about it realistically, I should have gone to like the one that's not home first, because in real life that's the way it works. I should have gone to the furthest, then on the other side, and then come back home. Oh well. Oh good, Jennifer's here. We can ask her about Pink Floyd. Hey Jen, we're on a case. We think microfilm may be hidden in one of 4 wax hates, and one of the hates is labeled Pink Floyd. Don't you have one of his albums? Pink Floyd is the name of an English rock group, not a guy. I have their Dark Side of the Moon album here, just like about everyone else in the known universe, unlike you, Jake. That album has got to be in the Guinness Big Book of Records. After they released it, it stayed on the charts for 15 years. People of all ages just keep buying it for some reason. Okay. Is the expression "off with her hate" on that album? The guy who stole the microfilm said it. We think it's a clue. Nah, I just checked it. There's no song called "Off with her hate," but what a creepy thing to say. Alright. Wouldn't that refer to the woman who got executed by chopping off her head? Decapitation. I don't know why I suddenly forgot the word. Nice tune. Look, Stakaze. They have all kinds of Sherlock Holmes stuff in frames on the walls. Maybe there's something about the mysterious woman we saw at the Wax Museum. That? Irene Adler. Irene Adler, perhaps the only person who ever outsmarted Sherlock Holmes. In the story A Scandal in Bohemia, he cleverly discovered a secret of hers, but she escaped just as cleverly. Pardon me, please, but I see you're interested in Irene Adler. My name is Mr. Maypole, and I would be simply thrilled to chat about Sherlock Holmes and his foes. To Sherlock Holmes, Irene Adler was the woman who was too devoted to his work to think about romance or marriage, but she earned his interest and his respect because she was actually as clever and intelligent as he. But do the words off with her head have anything to do with Irene Adler or Sherlock Holmes? No, I would not. I would say not. Imagine that. Him asking her to be decapitated? Impossible. Next. British Museum. Yes, let's go. Hey, Mr. Sneed. Long time no see. Good day, Mr. Sneed. We are looking for information about Lewis Carroll. Ah, an excellent choice of authors. So many people these days just want the sappy biography of some film star or some dreadful modern horror story. But Lewis Carroll, now there is some great writing, most clever and original. Alright. The writer we know as Lewis Carroll was actually a shy mathematician named Charles Dodgson, I don't know, who lived in Christchurch, Oxford from 1851 on. He had a speech impediment. He stammered, so he chose to do much of his conversation with people through letters. He had a wonderful mastery of the English language. He loved children and especially loved to tell them made-up stories, perhaps because he stammered less when talking with them. Among his favorites was a girl named Alice Liddell, who lived nearby. One day he began telling Alice and her sisters a make-believe story where Alice travelled through a mirror to an imaginary place called Wonderland, where she met all kinds of strange creatures. The story was so good he was persuaded to write it down. Soon, Through the Looking Glass and Alice's Adventures in Wonderland were hailed as classic tales of imagination. Does anyone... Oh, yes, the Red Queen. Does anyone in his stories ever say off with her head? Oh, Queen of Hearts? I thought it was the Red Queen. I guess, same thing, maybe. Oh yes, a character called the Queen of Hearts is famous for shrieking off with her head to Alice. Oh, okay. Then I will revise my answer and say it's Lewis Carroll then. Let's ask... Sorry. Okay, let's ask the St. Crispin's cadets about Jane Seymour. Perhaps she was one of the people who was beheaded here on the Towel Green. Okay. You're new, Simon. I've never seen you, I think. Yes, Jane Seymour was one of the wives of Henry VIII. Although why anyone would marry that mean old badger, I haven't a clue. Well, 6 women did marry him. Catherine of Aragon, Anne Boleyn, Jane Seymour, Anne of Cleves, Catherine Howard, and Catherine Parr. Some of his wives he divorced. 1 died of fever and 2 were killed on his orders. What? Wait, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Oh yeah, he did say 6 women. Alright. Momentary lapse of judgment here. If you displeased the king too much in those days, you could be executed for treason. Both Anne Boleyn or something and Catherine Howard were beheaded, ouch, right here in this courtyard, almost 500 years ago. Because they were queens, they were granted the privilege of having the grisly deed done here in relative privacy. More common people were executed on Tower Hill instead. I don't remember who was the one mentioned in the Wax Museum. Did Henry VIII say off with their heads? Off with. Okay. I don't think so. He probably said, by the power vested in me as lawful king of this land, I hereby regretfully sentence you to death for treason. He probably didn't regret it. or some other such some other such garbage. Did Henry VIII or the Jane Seymour's head? Okay, so it's Jane Seymour. Head chopped off? Oh no, he actually seemed to be quite fond of Jane. For one thing, she gave him a son, a male heir, which was quite a big deal in those days. No, Jane Seymour died out young of fever, and so did her son, who became king after Henry VIII died. Oh, that's sad. Who was Henry's son, Stakaze? If we look at on the chart of monarchs in our Eagle Eye Handbook, which we do not have, ladies and gentlemen, we should be able to figure it out. Are you gonna make me answer no? First find King Henry the 8th on the chart of monarchs in your Eagle Eye Handbook. Now select the monarch who ruled England after Henry VIII. Okay, I will use our usual handbook, which is Google. Give me a moment. Whoa, man! He died when he's 16? Wait, he was born in 1537 and he died in 1553. So, 16, right? Whoa. What? Alright. It's, oh no, wrong screen. Alright, it's, apparently it's Edward VI, and he died when he was 16, so he became king before that? Okay, let's go. That's right, Sakaze. Jane Seymour's son was King Edward VI. But just like his mother, he also died quite young of fever. When did he have time to become king? Strange. Oh, oops, we are done. So we should go and solve. Alright, we shall solve. I probably know what it is, I guess. Should be Lewis Carroll, yes. So here we go. Solve. Let's put our heads together and solve this mystery. Pick out the clues that best point out which wax head holds the stolen microfilm. There we go. So I need the off with a head. Alright, and I need Lewis Carroll. And I need one of the wax heads. No, I don't need that. Okay, he wrote that. The Alice in Wonderland character, yes, off with a head. And then we have maybe this. That's it. Now point out the wax head that you think holds a microfilm. Lewis Carroll.
You got it!
You got it. The spy hid the microfilm inside the head marked Lewis Carroll. To escape Scotland Yard, the spy ducked into Madame Tussauds wax museum. He knew he had to hide the microfilm he had stolen, but where? In the back room, he found 4 wax heads that had just been taken away from their molds. Thinking quickly, he pushed the microfilm into the soft wax of one of them and covered up the hole. Then he was caught. How could he tell his partner where the microfilm was? When he was dragged outside, he shouted a cryptic clue. Off with her head! That was clever. It not only told his partner to find the stolen secret in a wax head, it also told her which one it was in. We found out off with her head was a favorite expression of the Queen of Hearts in Alice in Wonderland. That pointed to the wax head of Lewis Carroll, who wrote Alice and other children's books. Smart, I must say. I would like to see the spy though. Okay, secrets stolen from a London computer firm were recovered today at Madame Tussauds Wax Museum thanks to the Eagle Eye Detective Stakaze Gamer. And Jake, I'll give him some credit, the young sloop's investigation led her to a wax head of the author Lewis Carroll. It was a phrase "off with a head" that led us to the microfilm, explained Jake Eagle. Stokowski found out that one of Lewis Carroll's characters, the Queen of Hearts, was famous for shrieking that phrase. And we're done. So in the next case, we are going to see case of the reticent Romeo. So we will get back to that in the next time. So thank you for watching and goodbye.